Welcome everybody. What more can we say? We decided to put more videos in because we do talk a lot. So I'm going to say Mrs. Berry. Vanessa is going to give us a little bit of introduction into Lantane Primary, and then we're going to do a little bit of who we are, the I, the we, and then we're going to show you a little bit of a video so that we can talk less, and then we're going to end off just with our video that we had at the Odyssey workshop. So thank you very much. Over to you, Vanessa.
Okay, so hi, good evening everybody. We are based on the Cape Flats. It's a school with lots of issues and challenges, and then we've decided amongst all of these difficulties, the most important or the biggest or the greatest challenge that we were faced with is human relations. We know human resources, that's one of your best resources that you can have in a workplace, but we had difficulties. So we worked with the SMT of our school, that's the acronym is School Management Team, and Heidi came in and joined our school management team for a meeting, and thereafter we had Karen from Quest who did a workshop with the staff, and the staff development after Karen doing the workshop with or running the workshop with the staff, we decided to take it into our briefing meetings. We start our week or our morning every day from 7:45 until 5:02, and then 8 o'clock the school day starts. And on a Wednesday we have a staff development program, so we have different topics every Wednesday, and people also chip in, staff, and they tell us what the issues are that they would like to discuss. And in these morning briefings we learned, or we still learn from one another, and staff share. And the most important part of these Wednesday mornings is that all of us look forward to the Wednesday mornings. And what we know with staff relations, we find groupings, cliques. And so we try and break up these cliques, and we have different ways and methods of placing the cliques. So you're with different people every Wednesday, not your own friends. And so now the staff can gel better, you share, and you tell each other what your challenges are. My journey with Partners for Possibility, I've definitely transformed. I have this weird tendency of not listening and trying to, there my husband is nodding, trying to finish people's sentences off for them. And with Partners for Possibility, it has become such a wonderful experience. I have learned to listen. I zip my lips and I listen, and we move on from there. Like you were referring, Marwan, to the monkey, I don't worry with the monkey, I don't remove the monkey. Strangely enough, just by listening as a leader, the person will resolve his or her own issue, and the monkey is no longer on the back when they come, but they have removed it, and not, the leader. So I won't do that any longer. It's still a bit of a struggle. It doesn't happen all the time, and it's not perfect yet, but there's a possibility. So I have more regular consultations, part of this listening, with staff, support staff as well as educators. And in these sessions we find with the consultations, people are more willing to share, personal, very, very deep and personal issues. And so you get to know staff much more. So that's also one of the building blocks in building better relations. As I say there now, there's much room for improvement, but it is better, and it's a more positive buzz in our school. Okay.
So my journey started out when I joined Partners for Possibility, and you'll see there I say Mrs. Berry, aka Vanessa. If my granny was alive and she heard me call a principal or a teacher Vanessa, I would have get a good hiding. So it's very difficult for me. It's entrenched in me to say Mrs. Berry. I also come from the Cape Flats, Mitchell's Plain, woohoo! And I went to Regional Primary and Rocklands High, but little did I know when I stepped into this lady's world. This dynamite, dynamite comes in small packages, by the way. She's amazing. So I go into the very first meeting, And I come in there with my corporate know-it-all, miss everything, knows everything about schools, deals with a lot of schools across the country, but little do I know that actually I had to just bring myself towards myself and go back into the school environment and understand that we as corporate don't really know your needs. You are the best person or the best teachers and the best principals to tell us what is required, because very often you're at the center, at the foreface. So it was very interesting for me. I think Time to Think workshop helped me hone that skill, and I quickly had to adjust. I'll never forget the first day that I walked into an office. The meeting was at 10, by the way, and 10:30 I was still sitting outside waiting for you. And then there was 5 other kids standing in, waiting to see Vanessa, and I thought, what? You know, it's grade 2, 3s, and only to find out that these kids were caught with drugs and stuff outside on your field, and that killed me. I couldn't believe, because I grew up in this, we were too scared. I don't know if you guys know Mr. Gesant. Some of you must know Mr. Gesant. Short, little dude, all the Gesants. Principal of Rocklands High. This man would have probably killed me if he saw me coming in with anything. Or we were too scared to even jump over the fence when I was matric. I said, no guys, I'm going to stay here, rather I'm scared for Mr. Gesant. So I think it was a very different world for me, different environment to walk back into the area that I grew in, but to see the challenges that Mrs. Berry, Vanessa deals with every day. So I think impact for me on my journey would be, it helps me a lot with my current career at Sun International. Everything must be done now. Don't worry, everything will be done. If you ask me anything, it's a done deal, but I quickly had to push back and realize that, I think it was Rob that said it's that you just have to push back and just, take one day at a time, I think. So that's where Flawless Consulting helped me a little bit. It was a huge eye-opener. And then my most memorable moment, I think I spoke about it, the challenges that I walked in when I witnessed a day in the life of a principal and what Vanessa had to deal with on a daily basis. When we get together, by the way, we don't tell Paul, but we talk for hours on everything and anything. So I think for us, the journey was very much of a getting to know each other. The trust that we built, I'm staying with Partners for Possibility because of Lantane Primary.
Okay, so we realized teamwork is dream work. So from our challenges, as I said, Heidi and I identified staff relations, especially at the senior management team level. We used to have our SMT meetings in the principal's office. 9 people gathering in quite a small area. And Heidi suggested, let's move it to a more neutral place, And so now we have it in the staff room every alternate Monday. And we have a good time and a great time, just also so busy with the team building. We have realized that this is where we meet, as we said. And then soon after, Karen from Odyssey Quest, she did a staff workshop, development workshop at our school, and we realized this ignited the possibilities that we have at Lantane. And so what started off the time that we had this workshop was during examination time. And those who are in teaching will know, why must we do all of this nonsense? We've got marking to do, we've got loads of work. And that's the attitude that people came to the meeting with, to the workshop. But lo and behold, Karen just ignited all those possibilities that we have at Lantane Primary. So yeah, we just wanted to say thank you to PFP for our journey. We have taken the Quest workshop, as we said, into, and the next step that we're busy with, or that we have started, the next project, as we've realized, with community building. So we have a community project. And we work with the walker bus. That's a group of parents who come and they take the learners to school and collect them in the afternoons because it's not so safe. And so when they don't really have a meeting space, and so the school, we avail the school. And so they come regularly, so at least every 2 weeks to have their meetings. And so it's great just to be part of this community building.
And then that's us in a nutshell. Was looking for this photo for a very long time. but I found it. So I think from Vanessa and myself, thank you very much. I think it was an amazing journey. Paul, thank you for listening to us. Paul had to hone us in all the time. Guys, relax. Talk about Partners for Possibility, your journey. We're just going on and on about other stuff, so thank you very much. I think I want to say that there's an African proverb that says, you know, if you want to go alone, some of you remember, you need to go faster. If you want to go, you need to go as a team. And I think I want to say to everybody is that I want us to continue as the team. Because I remember someone saying to me, very territorial about your CPT30. That's our team. So I never ever wanted to go alone. When there was workshops, I wanted to go with a team. But I think it's been an amazing journey. Paul, thank you very much. And to Partners for Possibility, Salwan, thank you for all your time and your effort that you've put in to get all the sponsorships. And I know that Partners for Possibility will grow and grow from strength to strength. To Vanessa, you can't get rid of me. I'm there. I'm going to stick there with you. We're going to do a lot more things, but I think on a slow pace. Paul had to constantly say, you know, guys, relax. You just first get to know each other. You know, continuously recontract, and that was our year, that was our journey. The word recontract was embedded in our hearts, and I think that is something that if you want to get something out of this partnership is to recontract constantly. So my partner's here, and if he must hear that I don't listen, he'll probably nod his head too, just like your husband. And then we're ending off, we love hashtags. So we're ending off with something that was on Facebook after we did the Odyssey workshop, and just continuously reigniting educators. But from my side and Vanessa, thank you very much.